what we're doing out here is we're bringing salvation to our people, okay?
Right.
So doing here, okay, that's one thing. Bringing salvation to our people, that's a greater thing. And you're part of our people. So we don't want you to walk around aimlessly on the planet and not know the ultimate goal God has for you on this earth.
Right.
Which is to be the only true princess that ever touched foot on this ground. The Queen of England and so-called Princess Kate, they are not royalty. You are the royalty.
Right.
They stole your seat and made you be okay with it. They said, call us queen and princess. You just call yourself colored. Call yourself nigga. Call yourself a video vixen. Call yourself a monster who likes to worship Nicki Minaj. Call us royalty. That's wrong. You're the royalty. Deuteronomy 7:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
This is what God says about you and not about them. Read.
For thou art an holy people.
So you, what's your name, sis? Tiana? Kiana. I'm Soldier Hezekiah. How you doing today?
Fine.
So you, Kiana, I said it right? You, Kiana, read.
Are a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Holy. Holy means separate. Holy means separate. So if something's holy, do you just let anybody touch it or do something with it? Like say you got something in your house that's real important to you, like
Nobody touching it.
My mother gave me that. Hey, you got kids? Okay. So if you had kids and something was important in your house and they playing around it, you gonna stop everything but like, hold up, y'all can't be, this is important, I don't want anything to happen to it. That's how God sees you. The other people on the planet, hold up. This right here is important to me. Y'all can't just treat them any type of way. Keep reading.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
You're important because he chose you. He chose you. So God made everything. But then he chose a specific thing out of each item he made as a favorite. He chose a favorite out of everything. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
He chose a favorite out of everything. What you're going to find out is out of all the people, he chose you as his favorite people.
That's right. Thee to be a special people.
To be a what people?
To be a special people.
To be unique. I'm going to ask you another question. Who's got the type of style we got as a people? Nobody. Why? Because we're special. We're unique. Nobody has that style. They try to imitate our style because nobody else can create it like we do. Because we're special. Keep reading.
To be special people unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Do you know the reason why God chose you? He set you apart and made you unique is because he meant for you to be above everybody. He meant for you to be above everybody, right? So you said you got to do hair today, right? Whose hair are you doing?
My sister.
Your sister's hair, right? You and your sister are supposed to be above everybody. So the other nations are supposed to work for you. You're supposed to be like,
I need some hair done around here. Why ain't y'all doing the hair?
You're supposed to be ordering the other nations.
I need the floors swept. Why are my floors not getting swept?
You're supposed to be ordering the other nations. You're not ever supposed to have known what it meant to wash a dish. You're above everybody else. When dishes need to be washed, hey, throw the dish at them. Wash the dish. And if it breaks, make me another dish. You're above everybody else, sis. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Do you believe that? All right, I'm going to read the verse again for you. Deuteronomy 7:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people.
So you're holy. Holy meaning separate. Holy meaning he cut you off from other people. It means he had all the people together and then took you and scooped you out to the side. Read.
Holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Come on.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
Or he selected you. So imagine you were reviewing applications to hire somebody. Does everybody get hired or do you choose an application out that stack to hire? You choose one. So God looked at all the people and said, I'm not choosing everybody to worship me. I'm going to choose one people, which is your people. Read.
Has chosen thee.
Come on.
To be a special people.
To be unique.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. Exclusive to him. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Equal to all people.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the U.S. Constitution says all men are created equal. But the Constitution of the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, says we are above all people. There is no equality with royalty. We, the gods and the princesses among this earth, and everybody else is garbage. Do you believe that? Give me 2 Ezra 6:54. We're going to prove it out of God's words. I didn't make it up. It's strong. Strong words. But strong words from a strong God, though.
Right.
That's why. We're going to read what it says. Second Ezra 6:54.
Chapter 6, verse 54.
Come on.
And after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord.
So Adam was made Lord. You know who Adam is in the Bible? Adam was the first man in the Bible. Adam was made from the dust of the ground. So he was a black man according to the Bible. Adam was Lord. Why do you think Adam was given the ability to name all the creatures? And God said, whatever this man names them, that's their name, period. Because he was Lord. That was his original role. Read.
Whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Of all thy creatures, read.
Of him come we all.
Everybody on this planet can claim some way, shape, or form they come from Adam. We do. So we meet here, we have a conference room we meet at, our information's on the back of that flyer. If you're interested, please call us and we'll tell you where we're at, what time we're gonna be there. We would love to see you there. You can see our wives, our daughters, our sisters, because it's not just men, we got women in this thing too. The Bible says gather yourselves together as a nation of people. A nation consists of more than just men. It's men, women, and children. So you play an important role in this too, all right? Read what you got.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So, out of all the people that came from Adam, the people on the earth, and the people that you've chosen. So there's a separation there. Read.
All this I have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So the world was made for your sakes as the chosen people. That's what it means to be chosen. So the fact that the trees give off oxygen that we can breathe, if you weren't here, there'd be no need for the trees to do that. Everybody else gets to breathe oxygen as a side effect. Because the trees are here for you. The sunlight is here for you. The air, the water that runs in the rivers and the ocean. All here for you.
Right.
Read.
As for the other people.
So, as for the other people, if the world was made for us, what does that mean for the other people? Read.
Which also come of Adam.
Because they do come from Adam too. Read.
Thou hast said.
God has said.
That they are nothing.
They are what?
That they are nothing.
They are what?
That they are nothing. But be like unto spittle.
Do you know what that is? So if I'm talking and then spit flies out my mouth, that's spittle. Hey, you saw that, you said, oh no. That's how God feels about them. It's like spit flying out his mouth, like, I don't care about that.
Right.
If spit flew out your mouth, would you be like, hold on, let me stop talking. Let me pick that up real quick. It means nothing to you. So God is showing, in comparison to how he loves and cares about us, the other nations mean nothing to him.
That's right.
That's what it means when we read earlier, to be above all people. Above all people. So, I'm going to give you something before you leave, okay? Deuteronomy 22:5. This is the part of what it means to be above all people, okay? And there's a lot, because there's things that we had to learn out here too. So these men helped to teach me what it meant for me to be above all people. So one of the things I used to do was, I used to shave my beard, because I thought that was a style. I used to shave it. And then I was shown in the Bible, because I'm above all people, God told the man, don't shave your beard off. I gave you your beard for a reason. So then when I learned that, I say, okay, I'm above all people. So I gotta learn to keep my beard on my face. I can still make it look good, but I can't shave it. God said don't shave it. So we'll get something for the women that helps you be above all people. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Come on.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the woman cannot wear clothing that originally belongs to a man. What type of clothing can women wear today that actually belongs to men? If I said shorts and pants, would you believe me? Yeah? Why would you say that? Give me Exodus 28 and verse 42.
Shorts and pants, what you mean?
Shorts and pants is a clothing garment that only men are supposed to wear.
Yeah. Why only men supposed to wear?
We're going to get it for you. When women wear it, I'm going to tell you the truth. When women wear it, when I used to be going to the club every Friday and Saturday, I wasn't looking for a woman that was in a covered up dress and I couldn't see what she looked like. I wanted the woman that wore tight clothing that showed me her shape. And I didn't have to do any work. I just wanted to be a sorry Negro and sleep with the sister. Her wearing tight clothing she's not supposed to be wearing, that allowed me to do those evil things. I'm not supposed to do that, and she's not supposed to wear that clothing. Read what you got.
Exodus chapter 28, verse 42.
Because remember, we made the case earlier, you're a princess. Have you ever seen a movie where a princess is wearing pants? Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. None of these ladies wear pants. And we watch that movie and we understand that's what a princess wears. But when we tell our sisters, y'all are princesses, so that means you're the one not supposed to wear pants, then we kind of get confused. We've learned it over here, and we've liked it. We've liked it, but it's contrary to what God said. Read what you got.
Verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches.
Linen what?
Linen breeches.
Breeches was an old word for pants, like breeches. A breech is a break. So the pants I have on, the item you make the pants out of, you have to cut a break in the fabric, or a breech. That's how you get the legs. Read.
From the loins.
From the loins is your midsection. The loins, read.
Even unto the thighs.
All the way down to your thigh. So today that's what we call shorts. So from my midsection to my thigh would be something called a short. Read.
There shall reach, and they shall be upon Aaron.
And they shall be upon who?
Upon Aaron.
Aaron, a man. Read.
And upon his sons.
Upon his who?
His sons.
Upon his daughters.
Upon his sons.
Upon his girls.
Upon his sons.
So when God said make this clothing item, make sure only the sons wear this. Make sure the sons wear it. Go back to Deuteronomy 22:5. So now Deuteronomy is after Exodus. So now we keep it in the context. So when he says in Deuteronomy, don't wear something that belongs to a man, in an earlier book, he established what belongs to a man. Shorts, or what we call today pants. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Come on.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
And we know from reading in an earlier book, something he said belongs to men are the breeches, or pants. He said, I don't want my princesses wearing that, though. I gave it to just the sons. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now he says the opposite for the men. I don't want the men wearing something that I made for the princesses. What's something that men wear today they're not supposed to be wearing? The young thugs wear it.
Tight clothes.
Okay, what else specifically that just women are supposed to be wearing? Now what did we establish already about women? That women should be in dresses because they're princesses. So should men wear dresses?
No, so you're saying it's a pump. Because that's the only ones who wear dresses.
It's cross-dressing because God said I don't want men wearing that clothing just like I don't want women wearing men's clothing. So Medea is not funny. Medea is not a joke. Tyler Perry is a big dude actually. He's like 6'4". He's a big dude when you see him up close. What is he in that big dress for? The Most High don't want. See, what happens is, how familiar are you with slavery? I'll touch it lightly. It's our history. In slavery, the idea to emasculate the men was to take the biggest and strongest of our men and make them look soft and weak so that they could feel good, like, oh, we ain't got to worry about these people. If we make the biggest and strongest of them look weak, what are the smallest of them going to do? Well, we're going to make them fall in line because we've already conquered the biggest of them. So now you got our big, strong men like LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, your Tyler. These are big, muscular men. And they throw them in dresses and laugh at them because they don't want us to be strong men and protect our nation. And that comes with how you dress and how you carry yourself. Because how you dress begins to mold how you think. It begins to mold how you think. Read that again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Now, drop that. Give me 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Because I made a comment earlier. When you're wearing pants or tight clothing, a man can see your shape. The only man who's supposed to see your shape is your husband. So would you like to get married one day? You don't know right now? Okay, so let's say you did. The only man who has the right to see your shape is the man who's going to spend his life making sure you're taken care of and protected. That's what goes with that. Because that man's willing to be faithful to you, to do what God says he's supposed to do, to not sit at home all day and play PlayStation, to go get a job and help pay the bills. He deserves the right to see your shape. Because y'all may consummate and have children and have a family. So that man deserves that. No other man deserves that. So just you walking down the street, no brother deserves the right to see you. Only your husband deserves that. Read what you got.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9.
Come on.
In like manner also, that woman.
So we're talking about the women. Read.
That women adorn themselves.
Or wear. Adorn is to wear. Read.
In modest apparel.
Modest. What does it mean to be modest? Modest is clothing that's not sexually revealing. That doesn't hug your curves too tightly and reveal what you're working with. That's just the plain sense I'm going to use, right? So modest apparel. If I say Nicki Minaj, would you say her clothing is modest or unmodest?
Oh, my clothing?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, I don't think she should wear what she has.
It's unmodest. She shouldn't. She shouldn't be showing off all the goods like that. Have you ever heard the expression, why buy the cow when I can get the milk for free? And then our women wonder why they don't get respected the way they really should get respected. That's what God says. Because when you dress a certain way, you're going to get approached a certain way. A comedian told a joke one time. He said, if I was in a police uniform, you would think I was a policeman. If I was in a fire uniform, you would think I'm a fireman, because how I'm dressed says something about me. But then he says when he goes to a woman who's dressed like a prostitute, she gets offended because he thinks she's a prostitute. But that's the line of thinking, though. If you're dressed in clothing that's revealing and sexually enticing, and then a man treats you just on that level, why get offended? Go home and change how you present yourself, and you'll change how people approach you.
That's right.
You got a question today, sis?
No, I just stopped just listening.
Okay. So what we was going over with the sister here is that God has chosen us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as his chosen people. And as the true and only royalty on this planet, there's a certain way we dress. So we're talking about how the men were supposed to dress, and how the women were supposed to dress. And women are supposed to dress in what the scriptures call modest apparel. Apparel that's not revealing your shape and your outline. So pants, we read the sister, we were explaining that pants were made for men. And then God said, I don't want women wearing stuff that's made for men. So that includes up until today. Pants is a garment made for men. On women, it shows the shape. The Most High doesn't want your shape. He doesn't want your shape being shown off to every other brother that's walking down the street. Just like a father, a good father wouldn't want his daughter being approached by some dude with his pants off his behind. He don't know how to tie his shoes, he's thugging. If I'm a good father, I'm like, no, I don't want this brother for my daughter. But I'm gonna make sure she carries herself in a certain way and she dresses in a certain way that this brother doesn't think he can approach her. Because that will change what type of brothers try to approach you. If you desire to be in a positive relationship, especially what the Bible teaches, give me Hebrews 13 and 4. Because how we dress is going to determine what type of relationships happen in our lives. This is a big point of what happens. Read what you got.
Hebrews chapter 13 verse 4.
Come on.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So the Bible says marriage is honorable. Boyfriend and girlfriend, you won't find those words in the Bible. Marriage is honorable because marriage requires a commitment. Boyfriend and girlfriend, there's no commitment. As soon as I'm mad at you or you mad at me, well, fine then, bye. To the left, to the left. There's no commitment there. But a husband and a wife have to be committed to each other to make that thing work, to raise the kids, to have a strong household, so we have strong neighborhoods, so we have strong communities, so our people become a strong people.
Right.
Read that line again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So if I'm in the club, I'm turning it up Friday night, and I see the sister in tight pants and her cleavage is showing. Am I thinking about marriage? I'm not. Read the next part of the line.
And the bed undefiled.
Because when you do deal with the sister, or the brother deals with the sister, or the sister deals with the brother, it's supposed to be in marriage. So that's why it says the bed is undefiled. Once you're married, God says, have fun. That's what I meant. When you get married, that's when you explore that part of your life. In marriage. Read.
But whoremongers.
But whoremongers, that's that brother that goes from sister to sister. That's that brother. I used to know a brother, if he hand shook a woman, she got pregnant. That brother was just laying up with everybody. It's like, man, if he shake their hand, they get pregnant. The scripture says that's a whoremonger. He constantly going up and down the street dealing with people. Read.
And adulterers. Adulterers
are those that break the rules of marriage. Any sexual interaction that's not behind the that's not behind the paperwork of marriage is adultery. It's adultery. So whoremongers and adulterers. So in today's terms, that would be boyfriends and girlfriends. Read.
God will judge.
God will do what?
God will judge.
Now the brother who goes to the club every weekend and hooks up with everybody he can try to hook up with, now he's wondering why he's in the clinic and he's burning.
Right.
God judged him. If he would have slowed down, dealt with one sister the right way, married her, he ain't got to worry about burning. But because he didn't want to follow God's ways, read 13 and 4 again.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Because he didn't want to say, you know what? Marriage is honorable. If I do right, I ain't got to worry about wrong happening to me. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
Then my bed or my private part of my life will be undefiled. I won't have to take pills or take shots or take medication to deal with a sexual condition for the rest of my life, because I believe that marriage was honorable. Read.
But whoremongers.
But that brother that doesn't believe in marriage, read.
and adulterers.
Now, not just the brother, but the sister. We got some sisters that don't believe in marriage. They think they can just jump from rod to rod to rod. The same thing happens to them, unfortunately. Or even on top of a disease, the sister gets stuck with the child. Now you're pregnant. It took 2 to make it, but the brother run off. He too busy. Oh, I'm going to Atlanta to go to the Falcons game. Oh, you know, me and the boys gonna be at the bar. We gotta watch the Super Bowl. He needs to take care of that child. He should have married you first to begin with. But now you know hooked up because you didn't follow God's laws and make sure, brother, if there ain't no marriage, if we ain't already married, these legs stay closed. Legs closed, Bible's open. That's what should have happened. If you do that, a lot of that sorry behind brother, your Tyrones, your Jenkins, they ain't gonna be able to talk to you. Because they can't come to the Bible. And if you make them have to go through the Bible, they're gonna leave after a while. Man, that's just the thing. She's so uppity. Yes, sister, you are. You should be uppity because you royalty.
That's right.
Now they will see the tribute of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right.
It's so hard to serve God. And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd. For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.